Hey guys, it's the engineer here. Hope everybody's doing well this week. Before we get started, down below, there's in the description, there's a link to my Google Doc. Inside that Google Doc has every item that's being sold this week. Also, a cool feature in that Google Doc is every gun that's being sold has the base damage that's calculated for how good that damage roll is on the gun this week. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so down in the special equipment vendor, first item for sale here is the Liberator. It's sitting at a really high base damage of 98%, so a great base damage roll. It's got the talents Brutal, Capable, and Deadly on it, so two really good damage talents, Brutal and Deadly on it, and they do synergize well together. I would roll off Capable if you're looking for the Liberator. This is the week to pick it up. Sitting at a really high base damage. And sitting at with really good damage talents with all you have to do is roll off Capable. So pick up a Liberator if you're looking for one. I'm personally probably going to pick this one up. The next gun here, we got the Historian here. It's sitting at 83% of its base damage, so not too bad for a base damage roll. It's got Trained, Proficient, and History Repeats. Trained and Proficient aren't really any special talents, so I'd probably pass on the Historian this week just based on the talents. We got the Pakhan here this week. It's sitting at 29% of its base damage. It's got Deadly, Destructive, and Pakhan, so really good talents, and 14% damage target out of cover, so really high on the damage target out of cover percentage, but it's got a low base damage with, again, it's 29%, so not a bad pickup if you want to pick up a Pakhan, but it could be better. The Centurion here, it's sitting at 58% of its maximum base damage potential, and it has the talent to Train on it as well. And Train's really not a good talent either. That just doesn't give you enough back on your signature skill increase. So pass on the Centurion. Going here for the Cassidy, it's sitting at 93% of its base damage, so again, really good roll on its base damage, but it's got accurate and sustained on its talents, so I would also pass for the Cassidy this week. The next gun here to note is the SASG here. This SASG is sitting at 87% of its base damage, so really high base damage roll. It's got the talents on it, Talented, killing a target gives you 15% more skill power, Competent and Destructive. So with these hybrid builds, Competent will probably be procced, so you'll be able to pair Competent and Destructive really well together. And if you want to go for more damage, you can roll off Talented for Responsive and have a really nice damage SASG for yourself there. The next item that I wanted to discuss here is this Reckless chest piece. This Reckless chest piece is a really great roll. 1966 armor out of 2003, almost a max roll there. 1263 out of 1272 firearms. It's got skill haste, which again for these hybrid builds, skill haste is really the crux of all of it. You have health on kill that you can roll off for health, and you got ammo capacity, which is way more superior than increased kill XP for a chest piece. So if you're looking for a Reckless chest piece, this is the one. This is definitely the one you want. And last but not least, for this vendor here is the Stamina mod. The Stamina mod is sitting at 262 out of 267 stamina, so a really high stamina roll. And exotic damage resilience, if you're looking for that, this is a really good stamina mod that has that on it. Okay, so over here at the special blueprint vendor, this week they're selling the classic RPK 74 and the classic M60. Both of these are light machine guns. They're not the best this patch, or in patch 1.6, but you never know what could happen in the future, so I always pick up all of the blueprints that they're selling in terms of guns. You have a firearms glove blueprint that's been sold before, but if you haven't picked it up, you can pick this up and put Savage gloves on there, get a perfect roll of Savage gloves. And then of course you really want to pick up this 256 holster blueprint if you don't already have one. And Nimble right now is basically a must-have for all builds, so craft the perfect Nimble holster here with this blueprint. There's really nothing else to mention down here in the blueprint vendor past that. Like I say, I pick up all the 256 gun blueprints on it. Okay, so over here at the advanced weaponry vendor, there is an LVOAC for sale. It's sitting at 79% of its base damage, so a great base damage roll. It's got competent in the first slot, so with a hybrid build it'll probably be proccable. As capable and responsive, so I would drop capable here for another damage talent, and you could have 3 damage talents with a high damage LVOAC and 21% enemy armor damage. Definitely worth the pickup if you're looking for an LVOAC. LVOACs obviously are one of the best guns in the game. Alright, so now over here in Camp Hudson, we have at the gear vendor a rapid chest piece for Seal. It's a really good rapid chest piece. It's got 1896 armor out of 2003, so a little bit above average there on the armor roll. It's got 1227 firearms, which is above average on the firearms roll. And then it comes with skill haste and ammo capacity. So obviously all chest pieces you want ammo capacity, that goes without saying. But the skill haste here is really special with the rapid, because if you're rocking rapid here, you're decreasing your skill cooldown by 15%, plus the additional 8% paired with skill haste. Definitely worth a pickup. This is almost a perfectly rolled rapid chest piece. The only thing I would do is roll off the exotic damage resilience for health, and in my opinion this is a perfect roll. So pick up this rapid chest piece if you're looking for a rapid chest piece. Alright, so we're at the East 58th checkpoint here. We have a Tenacious mask for sale. It's got 935 armor, so a little bit above average on the armor. Below average stamina roll here, but it comes with critical hit chance and burn resistance, which on all masks you want burn resistance as the minor attribute for sure. With the Tenacious mask in particular, I would definitely want critical hit chance as I'm trying to up my damage. I would re-roll this stamina stat for either firearms or electronics, and you have a really good Tenacious mask. Okay, so over here at the E64th checkpoint, we have this 7.5% support station range mod attachment, which is really good for a reclaimer build if you're trying to run the support station. This is a max roll in support station range, so if you want to pick it up, it's here at E64th Street. Okay, so over at the East 40th DZ checkpoint here, we have 2 items for sale actually that are pretty good to look at. This first one here is the performance mod. It's 6% first aid ally heal, which is a max roll in the ally heal. So if you're the team skill build that's trying to heal your teammates there with the tactician's build, this is a good pickup for yourself. Also down beneath that is the Omega rifle suppressor here. It has 18% headshot damage, a good critical hit damage roll, and critical hit chance as well. So it's got the 3 that you're looking for. Definitely worth the pickup. Okay, so over here at the Park Ave DZ checkpoint, we have this MP5 ST submachine gun here. It's sitting at a 20.5% critical hit chance. It's got 85% of its maximum base damage value, so it's a really high damage roll for an MP5 ST. It's got commanding, destructive, and competent, so you got your destructive and competent as your damage talents there. And I would probably roll off commanding, pick up responsive for my 3rd damage talent, or you could even pick up deadly, but in my opinion responsive would be the better pickup. Also, what's really special about this is the ST version. So down here you can roll a large optic and put a large optic on there for additional headshot damage if that's what you're looking for. So a good pickup if you're looking for MP5 ST. Okay, so over here at the DZ06 safe house, we have these good Firecrest Kneepads for sale. It's sitting at 1609 armor out of 1668, so good armor roll there. It's got 1231 out of 1272 stamina, so not a bad stamina roll. It's got resist all, which isn't really that great, but it's got also shock resistance, burn resistance, and blind death resistance, so it has all 3 resistances. Really good resistance roll there, which is rare on knee pads and what you want on knee pads if you can get them. So I personally would roll off the all resistance, put health on there, or maybe skill power if you're trying to boost that turret for the Firecrest build, but in my opinion, health's always best. So if you're looking for Firecrest knee pads, these are a good one to pick up this week. Okay, so over here at the DZ09 safe room, we have a Reclaimer backpack here. It's sitting at 1279 armor out of 1334 armor, so pretty good armor roll there. 1212 electronics out of 1272, so above average on the electronics roll. It's got critical hit damage that I'd roll off for either skill power or health. And burn resistance, you want burn resistance as the minor attribute on anything that you can get it on. So that would be your mask, backpack, and knee pads. So that's why I'm recommending this Reclaimer backpack this week as opposed to the one that you're going to see at the special equipment vendor. I think in my opinion this is the better Reclaimer backpack that's for sale. So if you're looking for this as the team support build in a legendary mission, I'd recommend picking this up. Alright, and that's going to wrap it up this week. Don't forget, if you like this video, to drop it a like. Also, down in the description, there's a really great resource for you to have. It's that Google Doc that has the highlighted items, the gun's weapon base damage, and every item that's being sold this week that wasn't covered in this video. So go out there and smash the enemy. Have a good week, guys.